In LA this week.
I'm Saida Pagan at Griffith Park, and I'll tell you about a new shuttle service that will take you around the park and back. All of that coming up.
I'm Anna Marcos. Class 18-3 is ready to report for duty as the Fire Academy graduates a new batch of 51 recruits. That's coming up.
A new exhibit at the Los Angeles Municipal Art Gallery centers on the theme that loitering isn't necessarily bad. It can also have benefits. I'm Anita Bennett here loitering with some tea, and I'll have that story just ahead.
Hey everyone, I'm Yana Kay. Here's what's happening on LA this week. If you're a woman who runs your own business or thinking of starting one, then you know how challenging it can be. But the city of LA is standing behind women just like you to make sure you get all the support you need to succeed.
Women entrepreneurs in this city are getting the job done. More startups from women, a higher percentage and more growth from women than any other category, strengthening our families, our communities, our workers, and our city every single day.
Today, we are at LA Women's Entrepreneurship Day. You know, a couple years ago, the mayor and city council declared November 19th as LA Women's Entrepreneurship Day in the city of Los Angeles. And today, we celebrate the achievements of women entrepreneurs, their impact on the LA economy, and we provide resources, tools, and networking to help them go to the next level.
I am the founder, creator of Tell Me a Story Productions. Opportunities like this event, they have the resources right here in front of you. There's tons of different resources that say, hey, we will show you how to start this business. We will give you the tools that you need. We will help you find access to capital. So having these types of resources is necessary, absolutely necessary.
My business is City Runner. I believe that women entrepreneurs are very important because they really know how to collaborate versus compete with each other. They are willing to form alliances in our community so that our community can grow and thrive.
Our economy is powered by diversity, all kinds of people doing what they do best. Given that there are certain inequities and, you know, women entrepreneurs, they get less venture capital funding, only 2% as compared to male counterparts. They get less lender financing, maybe 60% of what their male counterparts are getting. So today we're helping women connect to 35 partners throughout the city who are focused on helping them succeed.
Leap and the net will appear. If you're thinking of becoming an entrepreneur, take life by the horns and just go for it.
For help on starting or managing a business, visit business.lacity.org. Getting around Griffith Park just got a whole lot easier. A new shuttle service is set to start right in time for the holidays. Saida Pagan took a ride on one of the shuttles and has the story.
Shuttle service has finally arrived at Griffith Park. It's called the Griffith Park Line, and LA City leaders say this iconic historic landmark will now have less traffic congestion and its natural beauty will be more accessible to everyone.
That means you can hop on at the Autry Museum, then make your way to Franklin's Cafe for an afternoon snack as it gets dark here in the park, before hitting the ground for a hike to the Hollywood sign where you can see our city lay out like a bed of jewels at night.
The free shuttles will pick up and drop off passengers every 15 minutes or so. They'll make stops at all the major attractions, including the Los Angeles Zoo and the Griffith Observatory, a dozen attractions in all. LA elected officials were among the first to hop on board one of the 5 shuttles for a smooth ride around the massive park. It is one of the largest municipal parks in North America and receives an estimated 10 million visitors each year.
Right now, the shuttle buses are only running on the weekends, but the plan is to eventually expand service to 7 days a week.
Besides helping to alleviate traffic, the shuttle service will connect with public transportation. This will allow people from all income levels to enjoy the park's beauty and natural resources.
Parks don't care if you're rich or poor. They don't ask what your parents do or your immigration status. Parks don't put one group above another because parks belongs to all of us.
Members of the community and park advocates say they are thrilled to have shuttle service after years of planning.
There were a lot of factors that prevented it from happening sooner, unfortunately, but now it's launching, so the excitement is based on everyone wanting this for a very long time.
This man came to see the observatory. He says because of the parking fees in this area, he would welcome a shuttle.
It's very expensive to pay here for the parking lot, you know. I think it would be great if they have a shuttle here.
And how is the Griffith Park Line shuttle experience?
It's a great ride. It's a beautiful bus. It kind of reminds me of like prom night, right? It's beautiful interior. It's really easy. They're cushioned seats. And, you know, the most important thing is it's free.
The city says the shuttle service is only the beginning. There is talk of an aerial tram, and several other strategies are in the works to reduce traffic and let more people enjoy LA's beloved park.
The shuttles will run from 12 noon to 10 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. As you know, LAX is undergoing a major transformation. Officials say when it's all said and done, your travel experience will be better than ever.
This is your Los Angeles International Airport. It's one of the world's busiest airports.
This is a very exciting time in our community. LAX is going through a major transformation with the automated people mover project coming online, our consolidated rental car facility. There's just so much happening in and around LAX that we couldn't think of a better way to make sure that everyone is in the know than having an event circled around the state of LAX.
Today we're talking about a $14 billion plus capital improvement program with billions more to come and needed to prepare for the future.
We really see the investment in LAX as a win-win for both the community and the traveler.
I think a lot of people feel like LAX is kind of a headache to use, and I think that as we move into the future, you're going to see a much different LAX, one that you're going to enjoy going to and one that you're really proud of. As we move forward, you're going to see an airport that is just world-class.
The Los Angeles Fire Department has been busy getting new firefighters on board. In the past 5 years, it has graduated about 1,000 new recruits. But the training isn't easy. Anna Marcos takes a look at the latest graduating class.
The Fire Academy pulled out all the bells and whistles as its latest graduates at the LA Fire Department showed off their stuff to a cheering graduation crowd. And why wouldn't these significant others, wives, husbands, friends, parents, and children be proud? Apparently, many of the new recruits and their families have quite a pedigree.
All three of them are retired LAPD.
Wow, and now you're a firefighter.
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Why all in one family?
I guess public services runs in our family.
Newly minted firefighter Evelyn Reyes gets a little help from her sheriff deputy sister.
Our moms are law enforcement also, so I think she just raised us to be independent women, and here we are.
These 51 graduate recruits range in age from 18 to 43 years old, and among them are 5 female graduates, the second highest number of women graduates ever in the Fire Academy.
Honestly, for me, I loved it. I've been powerlifting since like 4 years ago. It's just a challenge, and I always like challenges. So
obviously, physically, it's hard, but it's physically hard for everyone. I always knew in my heart that I can do this.
If you can get your gear on in 1 minute, or run with ladders that weigh more than you do, put out car fires, jump, rappel, hose down dangers, and fight fires, you're in. But not everybody makes it. Originally, the class of 51 had 75 recruits.
Well, it's special to graduate from the academy because it's not easy. We lose about 22% of all the entrants on the Jill Tower. When you graduate, you earn it. It's 22 weeks of grueling training, and high pressure. We're constantly critiquing their performance and scoring them, and if you don't maintain the minimum score, we have to terminate you. Everybody can't be an LA City firefighter.
Do they have the actual skills and abilities and the strength and stamina to survive at a fire? And we grade them so precisely. If they put a finger or a toe in the wrong spot, they're going to get marked down for it.
So to be here today and have that opportunity to get this badge specifically put on, it's something I've dreamed of since I was a little boy visiting the fire station and having the desire to want to go out and help.
They don't know it yet, but they are in for the ride of their lifetime. And it's super exciting for them.
Oh, great for them. For more information, visit lafd.org. History is made at the LA City Council. The city attorney warns consumers about counterfeit holiday gifts, and biking in downtown LA just got a lot safer. All this in City Beat. Councilwoman Nury Martinez, the city representative for Council District 6, was elected by her colleagues to serve as the first Latina city council president in the city of Los Angeles' history. Martinez previously served as assistant president pro tempore and president pro tempore beginning in 2017 and 2018. In both instances, she was appointed by Council President Herb Wesson, who is stepping down officially on January 4th, 2020. City Attorney Mike Fuhr and District Attorney Jackie Lacey addressed the serious safety threats posed by counterfeit and recalled products. Specifically, they focused on popular holiday gift items such as phone chargers, helmets, toys, and car seats. Officials warned that counterfeit items like fake phone chargers rarely meet industry safety standards necessary to protect users.
Pricing is a sign. If you're purchasing a phone charger like this and you're seeing it being deeply discounted online, that should be a warning.
Councilmember Jose Huizar, city officials, and downtown residents held a ribbon-cutting ceremony to celebrate upgrades on Main Street in downtown LA. The upgrades, including the completion of the city's second two-way bike lane, are part of Huizar's $2.3 million Main and Spring Forward project, which seeks to make densely populated areas of downtown LA safer for pedestrians, drivers, and cyclists. The two streets create an almost 2-mile-long loop from Cesar Chavez to 9th and Spring Street. Can you believe the holidays are here already? Well, I certainly can't. And there's no better way to kick off the season than with the annual Hollywood Christmas Parade.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas to everyone in Los Angeles.
The Hollywood Christmas Parade is awesome.
I remember going to this parade when I was a little boy.
It's the first time.
The atmosphere is very fun, very festive.
I hope everyone has a safe and happy holidays, and please be with your loved ones.
As long as we see the marching band, that's what we're here for, but I know some of the women have been talking about Mario Lopez. So I think that's what excites them most.
This is a Santino's first red carpet, our first parade here as a family together. So it's a real treat, great way to kick off the season.
The holidays are always a reminder to reflect on what we're grateful for.
This is a wonderful season, a time of joy.
We're very thankful. This is a wonderful time for everybody should get together and be happy.
We want to send everyone a lot of love, a lot of good wishes, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And God bless you. Stay cool.
This is the most amazing Los Angeles tradition, the oldest one we have here in LA. So proud to come out here on Hollywood Boulevard. We saved this Christmas parade a few years ago, and thank you.
So excited to see my all-time parade favorite, the General Lee, from one of my favorite TV shows, The Dukes of Hazzard. If you can't go to City Hall will come to you. That's the idea behind Council Member in Your Corner, and Mitch O'Farrell is taking it to heart. We went along on a recent Saturday morning as he went door to door.
This is all about bringing the services of Los Angeles City Hall to the neighborhoods. That's what this has always been about. This is our monthly Council Member in Your Corner. We're here adjacent to Union Elementary School in Echo Park, Westlake area of the 13th District. We're offering health screenings and dental screenings from Clinica Romero for free. We have sanitation here. We have the census here. Heluna Health, our grid contractor. In addition to just going door to door and making sure that constituents know that the city and its resources are available to them for free, including my office, we are also offering these services.
We're here with Councilman O'Farrell's office to do a street cleaning and walk through. We've seen everything from cigarette butts to broken glass bottles. I think it feels good to just be able to do something positive and clean our streets, and we should do it more often.
What matters to me is what happens in our neighborhoods, and that's why we're here today.
It's good.
Well, that's what I call customer service. How do you bring a community together? A barbecue is one idea. A huge mural is another. In Pacoima, a public art piece has become the talk of the town while celebrating Native American heritage.
We're in Pacoima, California, home of the largest above-ground mural in North LA in almost 50 years. It's been a true pleasure to be a part of this project and work with 9 other artists to make it possible. It's 10,000 square feet. We advanced at almost 1,000 square feet a day to finish the mural in 12 days total, under budget and faster than anticipated, so we're very proud of that.
We are a community that is made up and comprised of all these different elements, things that we don't generally honor as being very special to who we are, but I think these iconic images depicted in this way are really telling a very different story of who we are. Public art is transformative in a city where culture is everything. It helps to really reimagine what our community is, and it's really telling a story about who we are. Capturing the imagery of the native peoples whose land we're on, all the different iconic elements of this area. I think it's really special to tell that story and to celebrate it in this way, and this remarkable piece of art is pretty phenomenal.
Growing up in a community that doesn't have a whole lot of public art, it doesn't have a lot of amenities or parks or whatnot, you can tend to feel a little bit like people don't care about you. When you get a mural the size of rushing water, that's big and bold and beautiful, it tells a different story. You start to feel like somebody cares about you a little bit. They cared enough to paint this mural for you.
I think locals now, when they come home, feel a great sense of pride to be able to be at this wall and no longer have that blight that was once behind me. And again, for visitors as well, it is now an amazing impression of our side of the San Fernando Valley and a great welcome sign.
From artwork to music, a new exhibit at the Grammy Museum highlights a variety of iconic moments and performances from the Latin Grammy Awards' 20-year history, celebrating the accomplishments of Latin artists.
Uno, dos, tres.
Today we have a very special event at the Grammy Museum. After 10 years of having a very small space, we expanded our exhibit here, which means that Latin music is being perceived as more and more influential, which is great because at the end of the day, we are all a blend of cultures. You can learn about country music, you can learn about jazz, blues, Latin music, all with the same level of respect and same level of intensity.
Well, this is a $2 million investment that we made on the third floor, so it's very significant. So basically, we're now able to tell much greater stories about Latin music. We have new interactives such as our Mono to Immersive. We have a digital interactive timeline of Grammy Awards for the last 62, well, coming on 62 years now, last 20 years of the Latin Grammys, and a lot more. So we're very excited. I want people to walk away feeling inspired. I think music is very inspirational, and Latin music in particular is growing much more rapidly than a lot of other genres or a lot of other types of music, so we're very excited that we're able to celebrate that as well. If anybody wants to find out more, especially about our education programs that we have as well, go to GrammyMuseum.org.
The exhibit runs through spring of 2020. When you hear or see the words "no loitering," what does it mean to you? Well, a new art exhibition paints the picture that loitering isn't necessarily a bad thing. It can actually be beneficial. Anita Bennett explains.
From a cozy tea room complete with herbal tea and handmade furniture to a garden sanctuary, these creations are part of an exhibition at the Los Angeles Municipal Art Gallery devoted to all things loitering and slowing down.
The exhibition is inspired by an essay by a poet called Ross Gay, which is called Loitering is Delightful. And he talks about loitering as one of life's great pleasures. And by loitering, he has a kind of expanded understanding of that, where he talks about being in the moment, enjoying a cup of coffee, slowing down, not buying anything, not working, just being present.
The exhibit features works from 10 emerging LA artists tasked with conveying different ways to lollygag.
We wanted to think about what loitering means exactly. What is that? It's kind of perceived as a negative thing, but could there be a positive? And who is allowed to loiter?
This interactive installation is made to look like a cozy space. And here there's a hand-embroidered newspaper that's meant to encourage visitors to read, sit down, and loiter. This faux leather biker jacket invokes loitering as a political statement.
This is a sculpture by Ishi Glinsky, and it's called Coral versus King Snake Jacket. So as you can see, it's a monumental leather jacket that brings together different aspects of punk culture and Native American culture. On the base of the jacket, we can see this is a reference to the Tongva, who are the native people of Los Angeles. And so this is a comment on the fact that we are standing on Tongva land. And in fact, we are occupying their land and we are loitering in our own way. This is an installation by Lauren Davis Fisher. And as you can see, it comprises a plywood platform with a number of kind of plywood objects sitting on top of it. It's an interactive piece, and our visitors are also encouraged to sit and recline on the furniture and enact this idea of loitering.
Established in 1954, the Los Angeles Municipal Art Gallery is the longest-running institution in the city devoted solely to exhibiting art. The exhibit runs through January 12th. If you live in Council District 1, you won't have to go very far to use city resources. That's because a new district office has just opened its doors, and Councilmember Gil Cedillo was there to welcome the community.
Today is the opening of our office. It's the first time in the history of the 1st District that an office is being opened here in the Westlake area. It's important for us to make sure that they have a place that they feel confident and comfortable, that's convenient and local, so that they can come and bring their concerns to the city councilman, make sure that there's opportunities for them to get engaged in the civic affairs of the city.
I think it's important that the field office happens in Westlake because it's a community that needs councilman services.
Events like this gives the ability to people to know, to find out about all the free resources that nonprofits offer to the communities. We've been in this community for 20 years, and we still find people that don't know that we exist. So it's very important that we have events like this so that everybody finds out about the free services.
Well, the fact that he has not only elected to have a grand opening, close the streets down, and make it a resource fair, giving resources out to the community, is very beneficial for the community. People forget Councilman Cedillo is from the community. He lives in the community, he understands his community, he breathes his community.
It's amazing how much a councilman can do for a district.
Viviendas, menos precios.
Enjoy a holiday light display in downtown, walk through an interactive digital art installation, and take in a community parade in Echo Park. All this and things to do. Grand Park's Winter Glow returns for its second annual public art display. Winter Glow is an immersive nighttime art experience that takes over Grand Park for the holiday season. As days shorten and darken, the park will celebrate light as a giver of warmth, a source of beauty, and the key component to bringing people together during the fall and winter months. Be sure to get your fill of Grand Park's Winter Glow, happening December 6th through the 25th. For details, visit grandparkla.org. Join the fun at the 52nd Annual Echo Park Community Parade. All are invited to take a place along the parade route and to enjoy the revelry, community spirit, and wondrous merriment that makes the parade a must-see cultural event. Parade floats, classic cars, and spectacular performances, they're all happening at the Echo Park Community Parade on Saturday, December 14th. For more info, visit echoparkcommunityparade.com. The latest grand opening on Hollywood Boulevard is the Museum of Digital Illusions. For the first time, Los Angeles has a breathtaking museum of optical illusions for the whole family. This experience is not for the passive observer. Every attendee is a full-fledged participant of 3D paintings created by the artists. Photography is part and parcel of this exhibition that guarantees no one will feel bored. Check out the grand opening of the Museum of Digital Illusions on Sunday, December 15th, beginning at 10 a.m. For info, visit digitalillusionsusa.com. And that's a look at some things to do. That's it for this edition. I'm Yana Kay. From all of us here at LA This Week, thanks for joining us. A reminder that you can catch us online at lacityview.org. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. See you next time for more of LA This Week.